So, funny story about that. Hi, hello, my name is Miranda. I'm your friendly neighborhood amateur Batman historian, and I am back to ranting rhapsodically about Robins. Let's talk about Damian Wayne. All right, so Damian debuts in 2006. He is created by the writer Grant Morrison. However, sort of the idea of Damian Wayne, right? The idea of the son of Batman and Talia al Ghul is much older than that. Way back in 1987, Mike Barr writes Batman, Son of the Demon. And that book is weird in terms of when it was written, it was meant to be part of the canon. However, due to its contents, it was later pushed off into an Elseworld, right? And in that, the story ends with baby Al Ghul Wayne being dropped off for adoption. In that story, Bruce and Talia's relationship is completely consensual. They are madly in love. This is important to remember. After Batman, Son of the Demon, this idea gets blacklisted. Nobody is allowed to mention the baby in main continuity ever again, right? The idea does come up a few times in the 90s. However, these are in Elseworld books. Mike Barr is very bitter about this fact. In 2004, Greg Rucka writes Death and the Maidens, and that is relevant to this essay because that really marks the moment that Talia goes from morally ambiguous, a neutral character, to straight up evil. After this book gets written, for the next 10 to 15 years, anytime Talia is written, she is written as evil. There's many reasons for this. Most of them seem to tie back to misogyny and racism. That's a different essay. Then in the early to mid 2000s, Grant Morrison is being courted to write for DC. They get multiple things out of the deal. One of the things that they get to do is they get to write for Batman. Morrison is a longtime Batman fan, and I would say one of the hallmarks of their style is they like callbacks. They like older references. They like to tie themselves into the continuity of the greater history of these characters. Their opening storyline for Batman is Batman and Son, wherein Damian is introduced. In a later interview that they do for Wizard magazine, they explicitly state that they were referencing Batman and Son, written by Mike W. Barr. However, Damian's conception, as presented in Batman 656, is not consensual. Batman states, and I quote, "I remember being drugged senseless and refusing to cooperate in some depraved eugenics experiment." And that is the version of events that Morrison lays out in Damian's introductory storyline, right? Damian is a product of non-consent. And I am rapidly running out of time, so there's going to be a part 2.